Hedge tube dwellers, and welcome back to Skyrim. This time, as we step into Skyrim, there's a different scent in the air. There's a different hue to the light of the sun. Dawnguard has released for PC, and I have purchased it and downloaded it.
Would you mind dousing that magic?
No, most certainly not. I will be using very much of this magic now and in the near future. So, the way Bethesda normally does their expansions, they don't necessarily change the introduction to the game, and sometimes you kind of don't see the expansion content in the early levels of the game. Luckily, I have a few characters that are already very well established. A lot of times Bethesda will just seed the new content into various places of the game. So a few things that I expect to be able to look for rumors related to Dawnguard in the inn.
Heard they're reforming the Dawnguard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
And I expect that there will be a number of comments out in the world about Dawnguard. That couldn't have been more perfectly timed. Speak with the leader of the Dawnguard, huh? I have already acquired a quest. Oh boy, I have to relearn how to play Skyrim all over again. I've learned of a group of vampire hunters known as the Dawnguard. It seems they are looking for new recruits. Speak with the leader of the Dawnguard.
Heard what you did.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you heard a lot of things about what I did. He said fort near Riften. Interesting. Okay, so, let's see. Can I pan this? Here we go. Fort Dawnguard. Speak with the leader of the Dawnguard. Haha! Well, we'll be going immediately there. Wow, that loading screen had a new creature on it that looked scary as hell. It was an insect that they say births from a dead Charis body. It said days after still lifeless death. What did they call it? The Charis Hunter? The Charis Hunter emerges from the body. I do have this quest. Oh crap! I cannot remember that quest button. I do have this quest tracked, I believe, and it's sending me right down here into a cave. How odd. So let's see. I have not been on this character in a while. Let me make sure. A challenger. Where? Not that fox. Certainly. I hope you're not talking about that fox. That fox is not a challenger, friend. That fox is just a petty little creep, a neutral creature. I am going to... Oh, what is this? A red guard? What? Some kind of bandit, I suppose. When I get enough magicka here, I'm going to whip out my Storm Thrall. I like having my Storm Thrall around. It's nice having two summons and only having to resummon one of them. If I had a Dremora Thrall, I would actually just use it all the time. But I don't. Oh yeah! Fireball kill cam. Incinerate kill cam, I should say. I use the term fireball loosely, not to literally mean the spell fireball. I have to reassociate myself with the state of this character's well-being, his finances, and statistics. Looks like this is some sort of passage. I was kind of expecting a dungeon. Here in the early stages, I may keep the camera on for every step of the journey. However, I will probably quickly revert to my cutting out the unnecessary bits. My cutting out of the unnecessary bits. Those unnecessary bits have no right to be here. I'm interested only in the necessary bits. That's what she said. Okay, so what is this?
You here to join the Dawnguard
Agmare.
too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
I wonder if I can kill
hope you
him.
don't mind if I walk up with you? Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess.
Huh. I really want to kill this guy because I have no interest in becoming a vampire hunter.
You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh?
I can't cast
I'm sure
right now
Isran will
either.
sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so.
I have killed a lot of vampires, but that's not why I'm here. I'm sure he will sign me up.
Fort Dawnguard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Hey, hold on.
I heard what's going on.
He won't let me talk
Vampires,
to him.
Dawnguard, all of
Fort
it.
Dawnguard
I wanted to
discovered.
help, so here I am.
Yeah, this is a quite a large fort. I'm getting excited. Oh, I'm getting excited, guys. I'm playing Dawnguard. Oh, I don't believe it. Okay, let me mention right now before I forget. PS3 users, oh god, I'm so sorry. You don't get Dawnguard yet. It's not running well on PS3 from what I understand. They said they don't know when they're going to have it released as soon as they get it running well. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, feel free to come watch me and Envy. You know, if you want to take your pants off, I don't blame you. PC has it. Right now, that is all I care about. What is this? He's using a crossbow. What? I don't believe it. Can I pick the bolts up? Take a steel bolt. Wow. I feel like some of my settings have been reset. That looks like the entrance to Fort Dawnguard. Where did this guy run off to? Why is he running off this way? Give me just a second. I'm going to check my mouse sensitivity. Oh, I'm glad I came in here and checked it. Looks like I was playing my Aragonian last. My difficulty was not on Master. Well, it is now. Alright, so is this where you're stopping, or are you trying to lead me that way? I feel like you're going the wrong way, dude. That looks like a fort entrance over there. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's just like a ground level barracks or armory or something of the sorts.
I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Yeah. Good luck in falling off this cliff and dying. I'm gonna kill all of your friends.
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Isran, eh? Fort Dawnguard.
Why are you here, Tola? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
The Vigilance of
You
Stenvar.
know why I'm here.
Stendar.
Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair.
Huh.
And now that
There
you've
are a lot
stirred
of
up the
cobwebs.
vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran. Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance. Everyone. They're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
What a good question. What should I reveal to Isran? I don't want what he's going to like to hear. So, I'm here to join the Dawnguard. I've heard you were looking for vampire hunters. Oh, I was just looking around. What is this place?
Why do I even post guards? This is the headquarters of the Dawnguard. It used to be. A long time ago. As you can see, we have some work to do to restore it to its former glory. But maybe you want to help me.
Oh, I'm thinking this would be an awesome quest line. Restoring the castle. You probably get to make choices as to what kind of content ends up in the castle. These textures look really clean too. This looks quite a bit better than most of what you see in vanilla Skyrim. What can I do to help? Where's the Dawnguard? I'll have to think about
While
it.
you're thinking about it, the vampires will be gathering strength in the shadows, waiting to strike.
Oh, they're in the shadows, you say?
Yeah.
Could you
Or
point me to the nearest
stop
shadows?
stepping in the shadows and step up here.
Boy, he says. I want to see this.
My name is Agmir, sir.
Get out of the way, Stormy.
Do I look like a sir to you? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendar preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you.
I like the way he threw his head back.
Take
That's
this
funny.
crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Oh, wow.
Crossbow? I've never...
Yes, a crossbow.
I wonder if I would have gotten a crossbow
Best
if I
thing for
joined
killing
him.
Vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
I bet it would be pretty effective against vampires. Stick!
Watch the recoil. Take some getting used to.
Recoil from a crossbow? What? Not so much. Well, interesting. So, obviously this character does not have the foremost interest in joining the vampire hunters, because he does have an interest in becoming a vampire. So I kind of want to see if there's any way I can go directly to them. I may not have the choice until I pretend that I'm going to join him, and eventually, you know, run into vampires and change my mind, quote unquote. Let me poke around a little bit. I am going to turn the camera off here. I'm going to poke around some. I'm going to see if I'm probably actually going to leave the castle, see if I can find the vampires, and go from there. Whoa! Okay, so I returned to Riften, thinking I was going to ask for... Whoa! That dog went flying. Ask about rumors at the local tavern, and there are agents of Stinvar here, I think, attacking, holy crap, a master vampire and death hounds. Look at those, death hounds. Ah, vampire dust? Wow. This must be, is that did I say vampire armor? And boots? That looks wicked! Too bad it's light armor and not just cloth, else I would be enchanting that. I did not mean to snatch his sword. You, sir, can have whatever sword you had right back. So interesting, I've found some evidence of the vampires. Can I find a friendly one? Boy, that's probably going to be difficult. Well, aside from the strange sighting of the Death Hounds and the Master Vampire openly attacking people in Riften, I've had no luck locating them. So, I suppose I'm just going to go back to Fort Dawnguard, and we're going to play along for a little bit. Holy crap, the fast travel point is a ways out. Be afraid, Moose! I can run faster than you. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm just too giddy. I gotta decompress with some dialogue. Durak, why did you join the Dawnguard?
I lost 2 wives to vampires. I will avenge them. It's good to know
He whispers
that I
really
did not have
loud.
to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawnguard exists.
2 wives, huh? So, are you a polygamist, or did you just marry twice? I believe in the sacred covenant of plural marriage.
Isran's inside the fort. He's the one you need to talk to.
What if I want to talk to you, Salan? You've worked with Isran before, correct?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Yeah,
Go
well,
on inside.
maybe he's an interesting fellow after all. Of course, it's not the sadistic urges of the vampires or their brutality I'm interested in. It is simply their immortality. Hello, Isran.
Well, ready to join the fight against the damn vampires?
Yeah. What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape.
I wonder if he's always going to refer to them as the
was
damn
telling me about
vampires.
some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks.
A cave?
Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Dim Hollow.
That's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adalvald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind.
Huh.
We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
The hall. Do the Vigilants have a hall?
Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there.
I've just started a new
You should
quest.
take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close.
Okay, I will
Feel
take a
free to
crossbow,
poke
but
around
I happen
the
to know
fort
they're
if
also
you
weak
need.
to fire.
There isn't much yet.
Yeah.
But you're welcome to anything you can use.
Poke around the fort?
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Well, I
Tolan,
guess I don't have a
think
follower
that's
right
good
now.
idea. You Vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
I
You
knew it would come to this one day.
probably will be.
I knew. And no one believed.
Well, a crossbow I have, huh? Too bad this is not the character who's thoroughly interested in using a crossbow Damage 21, that is incredibly weak. Value 120, that is incredibly cheap. So, 45 steel bolts, it gives you a decent little bit. Steel, wait a second. Steel bolts? What? You're vampire hunters. What do you mean steel bolts? That is silly. Wooden bolts, sir. Thank you very much. And you can have all of that. I don't want it. All right. Well, this castle seems like it may have. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. I was just getting ready to say it seems like it may have some pretty interesting. Boy, that would be a pain to clean. Jeez, it's just wide open. It seems like it may have some interesting sights, but it's probably not all that exciting. So I am going to poke around, but I think I'm going to do that off camera. Yeah. Steel plate boots of waning fire. Nothing real valuable. Yet, that is. It does have, like I expected, some pretty interesting sights, some very interesting architecture. Another chest. What have we here? Golden lockpicks again? The value is very low. That appears to be some type of cave out the back over there. I may have to seek that out before I leave, whether they give me an objective there or not. Looks like there's a lower platform over here. I wonder what's down there. I wonder where that hole is that I saw in the ceiling. The door that I came out is over there, so I bet the hole is probably somewhere in the middle of that tower. Interesting. I'm not sure I want to take that fall, and it doesn't look like I see any chests down there. Alright, let's get off of this exploring then. It does look as though Fort Dawnguard has at least the smithing bits of crafting stations, including an ore smelter, tanning rack, the weapon wheel, the whole 9 yards. I have not seen an enchanting table or an alchemy chest yet, or an alchemy table yet, but I will keep my eyes peeled. Seems like a dead end. Kind of interesting that that it's built straight into the cliff face here, into a cave. Oh my! What is this? Oh my God! These dogs look so much better than the dogs before. Bran and Skilong? Wow, I think these are like hunting dogs. Oh, that seems really cool. I think my archer, Miss Dharma, is going to be right at home here. She's going to have to repent for her thieving ways and come back to the light and prove herself a champion of it. Interesting. That axe is called a Dawnguard war axe. The damage looks pretty low, but again, this character has barely any one-handed skill. Banish Daedra. I have a feeling that may come in handy, especially if I'm not able to assert my allegiance with the vampires very quickly if I have to fight them at all. Dawnguard helmet, Dawnguard gauntlets. I'm glad to see that they introduced new items, even if it is only aesthetic and not necessarily upgrades. Aesthetic differences, that is. And that reminds me, so I had the guide for the first Skyrim, the official Prima strategy guide. It's like this Bible-sized 650-page monstrous book. I do not have any sort of guide for Dawnguard. Now hopefully that means that I will just have to... Ooh, Dead Drop Falls. What is this? Hopefully that means I'll just have to spend a little time off camera finding the answers, and hopefully it doesn't mean that I won't have the answers outright. But it may be a bit more difficult for me to be thoroughly knowledgeable on exactly how quests should flow, and knowledgeable on the various different options of quests. I do a lot of times use a quick save and a couple different iterative attempts on a lot of dialogue, so hopefully I will still be able to give you a pretty good rundown of exactly how dialogue splits go. This looks really interesting. I'm almost certain I could fall down there and not die because of the water, and it doesn't look like there's anything behind the waterfall. I'm not sure I want to go through all that yet, though. I bet this will probably come up. If not with Kale, then certainly it'll come up when I go through all of this with Dharma, my archer. I do see a chest up here, though. Oh, and I got to it. What do we have here? Just a couple extra goodies. very likely level dependent goodies. I am level 50, so any of the loot you get may be slightly different than the loot I get. Of course, depending on how far above or below my level you are. Alright, let's go back to the fort. And I believe that rounds out the last nook of Fort Dawnguard. So I think I'm good to go ahead and continue on. Actually, I haven't gone up each one of these towers yet, but I think they go to about the same place. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with finding the vampires. Okay, I guess I could read this. I've met Isran, the leader of a group of vampire hunters known as the Dawnguard. The vampires that attacked the Hall of the Vigilance may have been after something in a place called Dim Hollow Crypt. Isran has asked me to find out what the vampires are looking for. Find out what the vampires are seeking. Oh, and I am glad to see that it looks like they're going to be using much of the natural Skyrim world map. Dim Hollow Crypt, right next to Frostmere Crypt. Huh. So here's Frostmere Crypt. Dim Hollow is going to be right around the corner, eh? Hopefully it's not up on the hill. It actually looks like it may be, because it looks like I'm not real close to it yet. So let's move around the corner here. I hope that sound I just heard was the end of my shout and not the flapping wings of a dragon. And I guess I haven't been logged in real long since I installed Dawnguard, but that makes me think I haven't seen a dragon yet. Be interesting if they changed the occurrence of them. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get up this hill. I may have to fast travel to the Lordstone instead of to Frostmere Crypt. Yeah, I'm already having difficulties. I think the fast travel will be faster. Let's try locating this crypt from up on the top of the mountain. Yes, it looks like I'm getting quite close to it. This is still very odd, though, because I'm almost certain that this is not the way you would normally go to get to this crypt. It's got to be down below. Ooh, I think so. I think it's got to be down below me, right? Looks like it's down below me. My compass. Aha! What is that? That is a brazier. It's a torches. I love some of those Yogscast guys. Funny group of those. Dim Hollow Crypt. And here's a torch just lying on the steps to Dim Hollow Crypt. In we go. Ah! Oh, okay. No? Nothing? Okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
At their hall?
Come here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
Huh. They already killed him.
Well then. Jet on and press off with no match for him.
Oh, he killed 2 vampires.
They deserve what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
Harkon?
I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch.
I see a death hound over there. I see one of the 2 engaged in conversation directly ahead. I'm almost certain they were speaking of Talon, the Vigilant, who said he was going to come to this crypt ahead of me. Apparently he killed 2 vampires, but there were enough of them here that didn't matter. Now I'm wondering how I'm still sneaking with... Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. He has provided the perfect distraction. I will now sneak in. Undetected. Actually, no. I'm going to... They killed my Storm Thrall pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm going to slide right over the other side of this pillar to break line of sight. I'm going to put myself a shield on. It looks like they heard it, but that's okay, because I'm getting ready to get medieval. And I got to level up just in case. Oh, the hound is down in a second. Oh, and one shot goes the vampire. Oh, there he is. Vigilant Tolan. Dwarven Warhammer of Despair. Oh, he had a potion of cure disease. I guess he anticipated the combat with the vampires enough so to at least be able to rid their disease from himself. A master vampire this was. That sure... Oh, I do not want the vampire armor. That sure did not feel like a master vampire fight. Actually, what am I saying? That is always what Master Vampires feel like to this character. That doesn't feel like a Master Vampire fight 20 levels ago. A regular vampire, that would be... Oh, man, my fingers are not used to playing Skyrim. We gotta... Oh, no, what am I... Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? Can I put... There we go. Ah, I took my clothes off. What am I... I'm getting freaky in this cave with these vampires. I forgot how skinny this guy is. He looks like a creeper. He's in here, getting down on some vampire corpses. Okay, where can we go now? This looks like a door. This is a blocked-off door. It does look like there's a tunnel. I don't see a switch on this side, so I'm going to have to assume that that's going to be my way back. I'm going to check the water real fast for hidden chests, and it turns out that there are none. At least that I could find with a quick poke around. Why am I being sneaky? I did this once before. It was silly. I should not try to be sneaky. I am a mage who wades into combat with powerful magics. Glass armor of the Major Squire. I wonder what minor squires are. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be the switch to the gate, right? Switch to the gate. They even gave me a little portcullis to view it through, just so I knew that I was switching on the gate. I think with how quickly they banished my Daedra, I think that's probably... Ooh, what is this? Ah, you know what? God, that thing looks medieval. The vampire hunters had their own type of warhound. I suppose as a vampire, I'm probably going to be able to tame a death hound. Ooh. Phew. I'm getting giddy over thoughts of Dawnguard mechanics. Dawnguard aspects of gameplay. Oh, come on. Tell me I'm not coming up on another vampire. There should be vampires all over this bad boy. And, my looting habits have returned, and I may have to purge them again pretty immediately. Oh, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Man, I tell you what. Too much StarCraft. I am just spamming my keys. I hear a skeleton. I hear a vampire. Whoa. Gotcha. Whoa, these skeletons, I guess they are normal. I don't remember their eyes glowing like that. I wonder if that's just an animation they added to all skeletons, or if there's actually something different about these skeletons. Search le vampira. And I found vampire dust. I have a feeling that I am going to get absolutely overloaded with vampire dust. I'm only going to cast one of my my Dramoras here. I'm going to start staggering them so that when I have to re-up them, I don't have to re-up both of them at the same time, as it just feels like I can keep higher levels of magic if I don't do that. Wow, the vampires don't like the Draugr. That's cool with me, because that means I only have to fight one or the other. So here we have an arcane enchanter, which I could use to great effect. Oh, is that? Ah, this is a vampire fighting a Draugr. A vampire Night Stalker, nonetheless. Oh, holy crap, the Night Stalker is a toughie, as she's not going down the quickest ever, and these look like Death Guards, so this is where we whip out another Dremora Lord. Death Lords have nothing on Dremora Lords, don't you know, don't you know? I certainly do. Open the skills menu to level up. That's right. That's right. I forgot that I got a level. This looks a little bit hidden. I wonder if this is going to be a kind of secret. I think so. A master chest. I don't see any trap on it. My lockpicking's not great, so I'm probably going to fail this for a while, but I'm going to do it. Off camera! There it is. Hunting Bow of Wariness. Why am I all of a sudden getting incredibly weak item spawns now? I'm level 50. There is no need to spawn a hunting bow for me. I will certainly not be picking up any hunting bows. Okay, yep. And, oh, and we are going to streamline looting. No loots. Reduction of the amount of looting occurring. Oh, a Death Lord. How original. You know what? If you guys want to, go ahead. What's that? That is a bow of some sort. I can't quite reach it. Huh. I wonder if I could Fusro Dod. It looks like it's a hunting bow, so I'm not really going to worry about it. But I bet, matter of fact, let me just... Huh, that didn't work. I was going to say I bet I could Fusro Da it over to me, but it did not. I guess I did just Fus it. I didn't Fusro Da it. A little Fus, not quite as powerful as a big Fusro Da. That looks like it could be pretty long-winded. This looks like a dead end. I keep expecting traps in here. I think it's really weird that I'm not running into a lot of traps. Oh, come on. Seriously? They're going to put... Okay, I can reach that one. I was getting ready to get irate about how many items they were putting just outside of my reach. Like that. That looks like it's just outside of my reach. I think it is. Boo! 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 Item placement. Oh, that's bogus. It's alright. I don't need the items. I even said something mere seconds ago about not looting the items. Hello, Vampire Night Stalker. Look, these skeletons are still confused. They're like, fire? What? This is waterfall. This is the water cave. We're not supposed to be seeing fire. What's that fire all about? Ooh, a spellcasting vampire. No match for my fire. Actually, that did not kill the vampire. That did. Vampires are supposed to have weakness to fire depending on their level of vampirism. Kind of surprised to see these Night Stalkers able to take blasts from me for as long as they can. And I guess I no longer have my summons out, so I should get at least one of those going again. Now, where did this vampire end up? Hello, Night Stalker. Why do you fight me? I would prefer not to fight you. I would prefer to join you. Ooh, a fledgling. You're screwed. You certainly do smell weakness. I was not attempting to wait, so it's quite alright that I cannot wait. Those nearby enemies. This isn't Dim Hollow, it's Dat Hollow. Oh my, that was frightening. Wow, you... Oh, and he can take a fireball. Dogs are not supposed to be able to take a fireball. He doesn't have ears. This is... Oh man, these dogs. Get him! Get him, buddy. Maybe eventually I'll have a dog who's my friend. But as of right now, these guys are creepy. More? More vampires? Certainly. Vampire armor of minor destruction. No thanks. The enchants of my armor are much better. And I even have better armor whenever I remember to keep my alteration shield up. All of these little timing nuances, these timing spell durations and whatnot, I'm going to have a difficult time remembering again for a while because they have not been... I still haven't leveled up. Boy, that's silly. I have not been playing this for a while, though. Jesus, I'm looting still. Man, what is wrong with me? That's where I came from. Okay, so they're going to be behind me? Wow! That is one big spider. Nightmaster? Nightmaster vampire? Is that what that says? He just raised that spider back. Oh my. Oh, undead spider. I do not like regular spiders. Undead spiders are especially heinous. He is taking a while to go down, so we're going to take the time to whip out an extra buddy. Yeah, this is working quite well. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We're going to heat this corpse up. Get a little convection oven going on here. Forced air and whatnot. Don't notice the loot improving, really. To the Nightmaster vampire. And let's do this level. Okay, this will be a good opportunity to remind everyone what this character's like. I'm going to go ahead and get health. It's been a while since I needed additional magicka, and if I do need additional magicka, I'll just rework my enchantments. So these two are maxed as far as I'm concerned. I don't have, the only perk that I don't have that I might want is the one that makes your top level spell cheaper. Really, I don't really care about that too much, so whatever. Alteration, I think, is the place I've been most recently stacking perks. I don't think I'm using an expert level spell yet. Actually, I think I can't double. I think I am using an expert level spell, and I can't dual cast it because it's too expensive. So I may get that. There's also a perk. Wow, my restoration is low. I do not remember my restoration skill being that low. There's a perk over here. No, this one. Come on now. All spells are more effective against undead. So this perk, once I become a vampire, will make my healing spells twice as effective on me. Actually, I think it might be 50% more effective. I don't remember. I'm not quite to that yet. It's likely I'll level up by the time I get those next 4 levels of restoration. I actually don't use restoration a whole lot because I don't get hit a whole lot. And I don't really see anywhere else that I want to put it. I definitely don't want to put it in any of this silly stuff over here. Alteration it is. Hopefully my restoration will be good for the next level. Alright, let's see if this changes this spell. So as of right now, I don't have enough magicka. Yeah, there we go. Now I do. To dual cast that shield. Now I can dual cast it. Dim Hollow Cavern.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendarr is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
Wow. Oh, they saw me. They saw me already. I did not mean to interrupt their dialogue. That kind of sucks. Scroll of Firestorm. Interesting. I bet vampires don't really like Firestorm very much. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Why would that be there? Let's go ahead and undo that. So hopefully all I missed was them killing an agent of Stendarr. Why do I keep saying Stendarr? It's Stendarr. Dar with a D. Oh, miss. That is just a thrall too. Why is that taking so long? Okay, I think I got him. Lokil. This looks like a special vampire, and he died so fast I didn't even really get to notice that I was battling a special vampire. I hear crimson or maybe just regular Nirnroot. Interesting. Oh, here we have the Vigilant. Read Notes on Dim Hollow Crypt. I will most certainly read this. Physicalities of werewolves. You, Stendarr, had your focus split too far and wide. Alright, I'm going to read this real fast, then I'm just going to summarize. A somewhat interesting read. So it is a note read by a Vigilant of Stendarr. I'm going to guess that it is Adelvald here. And it mainly focused on the architecture of this place. It made a lot of note, it made a lot of reference to the general Draugr architecture, and then said that this piece specifically was very different from all the rest of the architecture. It also said something about these gargoyles. It said that they were added afterwards. It made a connection to necromancy or vampirism. Of course, we know it is most likely vampirism. I wonder if there's a chest down there. I'm almost certain that there is a chest down there somewhere. I'm going to ignore it, though, because I'm just too excited. This looks like a puzzle. So what do we have here? Do we have any hints at the makeup of the puzzle? A button with some red around it. Interesting. Let's do it. Bzzzt. Ah, my hand. Oh, God. It's going to take some blood from me. And I'm guessing it's going to distribute the blood, right? It looks like we've got some light going on here. I'm going to try to step out of the barrier. And I'm not hurt. Push the brazier. Yeah, let's push the brazier. Oh, I can only push it once? Interesting. So, let's see what happens. Come on, I said push! Push! I'm reminded of the Jefferson Street incident. Push! Push! Mom! Don't let him kill me! You should probably look that up. After you're done with this video, YouTube Jefferson Street incident and laugh hysterically. Okay, so it looks as though the braziers lit up. It doesn't look like all of them are lit up. Okay, it only looks like some of them are lit up. So was this lit up back here? No. Was it lit up way back here? Oh, there it is lit up. Okay, so I have visual indication of the correct configuration. Let us continue to configure. And more lights. What have we here? Something I may be afraid of. Whoa, whoa, oh my. Oh my. Okay. So, some serious reconfiguration now. What do we have? I can still use the button. No, I cannot. It is grayed out. Oh, I can use the stone monolith. Oh. Whoa. She has an Elder Scroll on her back. Oh my god.
Who sent you here?
She's so beautiful. Who were you expecting?
I was expecting someone like me, at least.
Are you a
vampire? Yes.
Why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home.
Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana.
Ha!
Good to meet you.
Serana, that sounds strangely close to Celine. I love the Underworld movies. Any idea how to get out of here? Why were you locked away? Is that an Elder Scroll? How long were you in here? Tell me more about your home right here. I need to start. Let's just start from the top. Actually, let's not start at the top because that may lead us out. Why were you locked away?
I'd rather not get into that with you, if that's all right.
What if it's not all right?
It's just that I don't know who I can trust yet. Let's get to my home, and I'll have a better sense of where we all stand.
Don't close dialogue. Don't close dialogue. Is that an Elder Scroll?
Yes, it is. And it's mine.
Is it fragile? Do we need to be careful with it? It's not.
Nothing can destroy an Elder Scroll. Worry more about protecting your hide, and let me worry about my things.
This would not be the first Elder Scroll I've encountered. How long were you in there?
Good question. Hard to say.
Because you don't know what year it is.
I can't really tell.
Wouldn't I know what year it is?
Like it was a long time.
Oh god.
Who's Skyrim's High King?
Eesh. Yeah. That's actually a matter of debate.
Oh, wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders?
Probably two people you don't know. The Empire supports Elisif, but there are many in Skyrim loyal to Ulfric.
Empire? What?
Oh
what
god.
Empire?
She's been away for thousands. The Empire. From Cyrodiil?
Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? I must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned.
Ooh.
Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened.
Okay. Well, tell me about your home.
It's on an island near Solitude. Hopefully we can find a boat to take us there. It's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who's around, I'll be safe there.
Why wouldn't you be safe there?
Let's just say that my mother and father had a bit of a falling out.
Huh.
Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more unpleasant to run into my father.
So you'd rather find your mother. Okay, cool. She's actually like a follower. I can say that I need to trade some stuff. I need to trade some stuff. Here, take this steel sword and let me have that Elder Scroll. Any idea how to get out of here?
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Okay, well,
your guess is as good as mine.
Fortunately,
this place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Little elven blade. You're a sassy little lass, aren't you?
Heavy down here? I'm a little woozy, but it might just be from waking up.
I'm surprised she doesn't just kill me and drink my blood, although she would be very disappointed if she tried. Okay, well, I'm sorry guys, but I've got to cut you off. Oh no, I know, so bad, but I'm afraid of this video getting terribly long, and I think it's already quite long. So, thanks for watching everybody. I am going to try to return to my daily video routine. As excited as I am, I don't think that'll be a hard thing to do. Just have to talk to my significant other into letting me have some alone time. Alright, thanks. See you in the next episode.